So what did you think of that special light show this morning?
Yeah, you went to a lot of trouble to organise a decent sunrise for me, so thank you very much. I thought we weren't going to get one.
All in the service.
Really enjoyed the weekend. The weather was a little bit unpredictable.
As usual.
But, you always get that. But the whole weekend was great. Had a great time in your company.
Yeah.
The place we were staying, very friendly staff, beautiful food. Couldn't do enough for us.
Can you tell me, do you think your expectations for the weekend, do you think we met or maybe even exceeded them?
I think we definitely exceeded them. I didn't have any specific expectations other than that I knew it was going to be a chance to spend 4 days doing photography with no distractions. So that in its own was always going to be
a big bonus.
Yeah, that was always going to be a success.
Yeah.
But the weekend for me achieved so much more than that. It wasn't just the photography, it was working on the composition, it was working on the workflow, the tools, what you do afterwards, how you scout a location.
Yeah, everything. All that stuff.
Even down to simple things, like we had a fairly well-defined plan of where we were going to shoot over the weekend, and we had to change that on the fly because the weather wasn't very cooperative. And, given that we have this instead of that, what can we do now? Even just seeing how you approach that was very helpful.
Excellent.
So all of that was really good.
Can I just ask you, do you think is there one thing, that's one specific thing that you can take away from this weekend and incorporate into your own photography practice?
Well, hard to pick just one thing, there was a lot, but if I was to think of a couple of things off the top of my head, one of the things I wanted to improve this weekend was my pre-visualization. And specifically when I get to a nice location, finding the shot or finding a good shot there. One of the really useful tips I got was just using an iPhone as a framing device, and just holding up the iPhone to see the scene as it would appear framed.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be exactly the same as the camera, but it's a very good starting point.
To see how the camera sees.
And it's very easy to just whip it out before I have any of the camera gear out, tripod set up, anything like that.
Yeah.
I can just walk around and see various vantage points. So I found that on its own a really useful tip. I'll definitely be doing in the future.
Excellent. And can you tell me, what would you advise anybody thinking about booking on a Brian Cooney photography workshop or tour?
I say just go for it.
Excellent.
You can't go wrong.
Thank you.